Hello guys, welcome again to my YouTube channel. My name is KUNLE, as you guys know, KUNLE Capture. And then you guys know this channel we love, to like have conversation with fantastic guys in the creative industry. And then today I have one fantastic, beautiful, awesome. Let me not use what to quantify her. I'm just gonna allow her to introduce herself to you guys. So who do I have here today?
Hey guys, my name is MOYMO. I'm a content creator, model, makeup artist.
Content creator, model, makeup artist. Is it
I'm
like
missing one and host.
okay?
Yeah,
What do you say? What do you say last
and
one?
host.
Host.
Mm,
Fantastic.
yeah,
All right. So you said your name is Momo, right?
MOYMO.
Moimo. Is that like your personal name or like your
It's a nickname.
is a nickname? Okay, what's your personal name?
My name is Fadike.
Fadeke. That's a Yoruba name, right?
Yeah,
That means you're Yoruba. You almost don't look like it. All right, Moimo, welcome to this podcast. It's really glad to have you actually.
thank
You
you.
said you are a host, an influencer, a model, and a makeup artist.
Yeah,
Which one of it do you really focus on like the most?
I don't focus on any the most. I'm all of them.
You are everything,
Yeah.
jack of many trades. Fantastic. Okay,
Mm.
which one of those that you mentioned is really like making the most of the money for you right now?
All of them are making money.
If you
Like
would choose one, which one would it be?
I can't choose one because I'm not just one of them. I'm all of them.
Yeah, all of them. All
Yeah.
right, all right.
But like I would say like cause everything still falls under content creation.
everything for that graduation.
Yeah.
Um, if I would say what I knew you for initially when I saw your page, I would say it's content creation because
Yeah.
I saw many of your content. They are really great and engaging.
Mm.
Meanwhile, what's your Instagram handle?
Moimo.
Moimo across the platform, right? TikTok,
No,
Twitter,
TikTok is official underscore Moimo.
Moimo. Okay,
Snapchat is Fadike. And then Twitter is also Fadike.
okay, all right. Thank you so much, Moimo. I just stick to Moimo for now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anyone is fine.
All right. So you do a lot, like I said earlier. You do influencing, and then you do makeup.
Yeah.
You also do
Today's makeup was by me.
you did your makeup today by yourself.
Yeah.
Wow, great. I mean, if I have a girl that does her makeup herself, I think it's saving some cash. Yeah,
Um
that's actually a plus. Yeah. If I have a girl that I don't have to pay for her makeup, like I don't say all guys should pay for makeup, but if I have a girl that I don't have to pay for her makeup that she can do it herself, I think it's actually a plus. Yeah. Or let me say, if I have a girl that sell wigs, I don't have to buy wigs for her. She just use her
you don't have to
uploaded.
buy wigs for a girl that sells wigs.
It won't be that we have to buy a lot of wigs like other ladies.
So how does she sell then?
She still sells her wig, but of course, when she need
So
wig,
she needs the capital to get the
it's
wigs.
not gonna be that expensive, and of course,
It's not
yeah,
with
it's not gonna be that expensive like someone
okay.
that don't sell wigs. So when I say you do
Yes.
makeup, and then
Yeah,
being
obviously
a
like
lady,
it's I feel like every girl should know how to do her makeup herself. But obviously I've been doing my makeup for I've been a makeup artist for 7 years now, so
7 years,
I've been able to really master my face and just the art of doing makeup in general.
fantastic. So let's talk about your personal journey. I see on your page you just finished from University of Lagos. What course
Yeah.
did you do?
I studied mass communication.
All right, mass comm, and now you are a host. Wow,
Yeah, I majored in PR and advertising.
fantastic. You are one of the people that actually did what they studied. Someone like me, I'm far from doing what I studied.
Really, what did you study?
I studied finance,
Okay.
and now I'm into photography, video editing, and then
Mm.
photo editing. And then I finished school before I realized that I should be talking, because if if I'm working in a company in maybe finance or account department, I might talk the whole place down because I talk a lot. And
Mm.
I didn't get to know this about myself. So when I see creatives that study the course that actually align with their personal trait, I envy them. So I envy you.
Well, I feel like because when I was getting into school, I kind of already knew what I wanted to
Wanted.
do with my like time. Like I didn't. It wasn't like somebody told me to study my like that was what I wanted to do. And even like with content creation and influencing, like
Yeah.
before I entered in, like I already knew that that was what I was going to do. So I wanted to pick a course that I knew I could, inculcate into everything that I
That you do.
needed. Right.
That's really great. That's great. So, as a makeup artist, what is one common beauty mistake that you think people make when it comes to making makeup?
Common beauty mistake. I don't
Yeah.
think this is necessarily. I don't think I would necessarily say this is a mistake,
Okay.
but it's more like a wrong mentality about makeup. I feel like a lot of people think that makeup is supposed to be transformative.
Okay.
So girls do makeup because they want to transform from looking like their usual self to something else. But for me, makeup is supposed to enhance your
Beauty.
natural features, like your beauty. Like you're not supposed to look like an entirely different person when you're done with your makeup. So for me, that is
Supposed to be to enhance rather than
yeah,
transform.
yeah.
All right. So, being a student with all these skills you mentioned, influencing, being an host, a makeup artist, how do you cope being a student and doing all
I'm
this?
not a student anymore,
Yeah, you
but
you
at
are
the
not anymore.
time, how did I cope? To be honest, I won't say that I was the best student, like I was, attending all my lectures or anything like that. I mean, I did finish with a 2-1,
Wow.
but
Wow.
it was through because what I was studying came naturally to me.
To you,
So
yeah.
it wasn't that much of like a struggle to understand or to, even though I'm not coming for the classes, if I read the notes, if I study for the tests, do the assignments, everything was just
Everything works well.
yeah,
And then you still manage to combine it because your page shows that you've been growing it for a very long time. It
yeah,
looks super organic and then very engaging. So it
yeah,
means being a student, you have been combining it with hosting, with
yeah.
creating content. And I mean, was that really hectic for you as a student?
Especially in a school like Unilag, of course it was like, lecturers in Unilag are not that easygoing to
Hmm.
say. But all in all, like God just made everything end up the way it did in me graduating. Yeah.
Great. All right. So with the way you are creating content, I mean, how do you manage to like be creative and still remain who you are? Like, how do you combine originality and creativity with your content creation?
I feel like one of the most important things about being a content creator is knowing that your superpower is your authenticity.
Authenticity, yeah.
So the more you are yourself, the more
Mm-hmm.
people are able to have the opportunity to accept you for who you are and love who you are. So I feel like the more organic and natural you make your content, the more you're going to attract the right audience that actually likes you. Because if you're being performative in your content
Okay.
and like it's more like an alter ego, it's not going to come naturally to you to
Yeah.
continue and drop like consistent content. But if it is part of you and these are like your own personalities that you are showcasing, then I think that it will definitely just be seamless. Although it's not easy because I mean, people think that content creation is very easy. What is it? It's not just to record on your phone.
And say something, just face
Yeah,
camera.
exactly. Exactly. But I think it's a skill that you have to learn and cultivate over time.
Fantastic. All right. So let me take you back to when you started all these skills that you mentioned. For
Okay.
instance, model. When like let me say at what point in your life did you say let me give modeling a shot?
Okay.
Give us
So,
precisely like,
yeah, I will.
yeah, yeah.
Everything that, like, my first job ever was at the age of 16, right? So, it was during, after writing WAEC and, there's that short period of time where you're at home for like a long break. So my mom told me to learn a skill,
Okay.
and then I told her that I liked makeup. So I remember that time, like she got me everything that I needed.
For makeup.
Yeah, she got me everything. Like I had a list. So I was learning online, but thanks to her, I had everything I needed to start. So from there, I just started making videos. I used to do makeup for people at some point, but I felt like it was too stressful.
Hmm.
And so modeling as well was also when I was 16. Like at that point, I was just trying a lot of things. I was very experimental.
Wow.
So I was also modeling. I think my first job was with Fazion. I think it was a store in Ikeja.
Okay.
So that was my first modeling gig. I think they paid me like 5,000 naira
Wow.
for the shoes. Even my first face modeling, because I started with face modeling, not proper modeling.
Yeah.
My first face modeling job was that was also 5K. In my head at that age, like 5K was a lot of money.
Of course,
You
5K for
get
a 16-year-old
Yeah,
girl.
it was a lot of money. So I
Yeah.
was excited to be making money myself. And I've always like had that pressure on myself not to like rely on people. So for me, I really, really wanted to start making money.
Miss Independent.
Yeah. So even with content creation, like I told you before I entered, like I already
Hmm.
knew like because when I was like 13, 14, I had started getting into the world of YouTube
Wow.
creators, and I created my first YouTube page at 13, but I only
13
posted one
years.
video
Wow.
and I quit because nobody watched it. I only had like one view, so I was crushed. But
Wow.
yeah, so then I came back 16. I was like trying to do a lot of things.
Okay. Is your YouTube active now?
Yeah, it is active. I currently started a show called Karaoke.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
so I think we just dropped episode 2
Okay.
with Salt and Camtoni.
Wow.
So yeah, it's really exciting. I've just been trying to do a lot of things now that I have a lot of free time on my hands.
What's your YouTube channel name?
It's more.
Momo. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. So that is for makeup and modeling.
Yeah.
At what point did you like start influencing? Or let me put it this way. When do you really start with like when did you really do the first advert for any brand or for any product or something?
In terms of content, right?
Yes, yes.
Hmm. Well, with content creation,
Mm-hmm.
like Instagram influencing and all, it really started with people just being like, because I was putting myself out there a lot. I was creating content. I was doing makeup. I was cooking.
Cooking also.
Yeah, I
Wow.
cooked sometimes.
Wow.
I did trying out. There was one Instagram. Sorry, there was one Indomie noodles that they dropped that time. Those relish ones. Yeah, I cooked that, trying it out, all those things. But yeah, so it got to a point where brands were kind of noticing me and reaching out to me and
Wow.
asking if they could send me items. So it started with like freebies
Yeah.
and me just like practicing with whatever I was given. So like a makeup brand, for instance, I'll give them a shout out because they were one of my first. Flawless Flawless Ivy, I think is the name of the brand.
They believed in you.
Yeah, so they sent me one of my first PR packages. It was like foundation, powder, and
Wow.
stuff like that. So I made a YouTube video for them that
Wow.
time.
Wow. Wow. So ever since then you've been working with several brands.
Yeah, yeah. I've worked with so many brands. Like I never really in the beginning I never thought like it would take me so
So
far
far like that.
to like the type of brands that I was working with. I never thought that I would get to work with them.
Wow. Fantastic. So did school, let's say Unilag, did Unilag, like being a student, did they really play the role in your success story as regards all these skills?
Definitely, definitely. Because before I went to Unilag, I was like an omo get inside, basically.
Like
So
introverts kind of
yeah, I was an introvert with strict
parents.
parents.
Wow.
So I
Wow.
wasn't really allowed to go anywhere except like my brother was taking me. That was the only like criteria. Like my brother had to take me if I want to go anywhere. I wasn't
Wow.
allowed to do sleepover. That was the criteria. If I wanted to go out, I had to ask for permission. days before. First of all, I can't. It can't be that day. It can't be one day. It can't
You
be
must
two
have you
days.
must have told them in
I have to
advance.
have told them since like at least 3 days before or a week before if I know I'm serious about that outing.
Wow.
So when I got into Unilag, I finally was able to, there's it's not like there's anybody telling you to go to class or
Don't do
all
this, don't do
this. Did
that.
you
So
get?
you get to like go
So I
out
was
and
able to go out with my friends, like really experience like freedom in a sense. So I think that was really the thing in Unilag that helped
that helped
me
you.
put myself out there.
If you had not, let me take it back to before you get to Unilag. You were not so much really exposed, or you were not that free, and do you feel that could actually limit what you do, like being an host, being a model?
So the thing is, um, I already had like I was already completely capable of everything I
Okay,
wanted to do.
I'm just waiting for the opportunity to
Yeah,
explode.
exactly. So because I told you, it wasn't that I didn't have exposure. I had exposure for me to even know that they were YouTubers,
Wow.
like for me to know like that people were making money online in the first place because it wasn't even Instagram that I started with. It was YouTube.
YouTube.
So at that time, I was following like so many international like YouTube content creators. There's this guy PewDiePie. He's currently even still one of the biggest um content creators on
On
YouTube.
YouTube.
But he used to like stream gaming. Like it was a
Okay.
gaming shows basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, I lost my train of thoughts.
Great. All right. So just tell me, what is the major challenge you feel is in this influencing of the thing? Like, what are the challenges you've actually experienced so far? Or let me say, one challenge that is so gruesome that you wish you never experienced it, or the one that you are facing currently that you want to summon. Basic challenge.
I feel like the major challenge um for me, I am my biggest hater.
Did you
So,
say hater?
yeah, I'm my biggest hater. Like, I can hate on myself more than anybody online.
That means
Anybody in this earth can
okay.
do.
Can you paraphrase it in the way that I get it? Do you mean you're like a perfectionist, or
Yeah, like
you criticize your work a lot before
a
you put it
lot.
out?
So,
Wow.
like, there's so much content that I've even created that I never drop
You never. Wow. Wow.
because I will criticize it to the point that, like, I will just kill the the idea
Yeah.
after shooting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think for me, it is actually getting over that, like,
Yeah. I think it's a syndrome. You just sometimes create something great, and while creating it, you're excited. You
yeah,
finish it, you watch yourself like, I don't like this.
why didn't I do this? Why didn't I
We
do
could
that
have done
instead?
this and that and that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand. Every creative has tendency of doing that, right? You see your work, or sometimes not for you anyway. Some people actually see their work and they are like, "Why is it not like this person? Why is it not like this person's work?" Then
Okay.
they get not to post it. And I think all creative youths need to like watch it when it comes to that. To be creative and to be original, you must have that confidence to put out your work,
Yeah.
whether it looks good to you or not. And I can guess that what you didn't post, some of them would see it and they'd be like, "This is nice. Why didn't you post it?" Am
Yeah.
I correct?
Yeah.
So it's always and I think every content creator must overcome that syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I'm actually glad you said that. So now we look at negative parts. Tell me one sweet experience you've had. Let me say the sweetest, so we won't have to go into everything. So far, creating content.
The sweetest. I don't necessarily think that I have one particular peak moment that I would say
Okay, what are the
the
things that
sweetest. I think
that you enjoy in the process that you love so
in the
much?
process of creating
Creating
content.
content, influencing, and doing
Yeah,
stuff.
I mean, in terms of the process,
Okay.
I love thinking about something because for me, ideas come like this. Like, I could just be sitting here, I could be playing a song, or I could see a video that now inspires me to create something completely different. So for me, it's just like you are in control at every point.
Okay.
And so that's what makes the end product so rewarding. Yeah,
Okay.
because then you know that you did this from scratch, from nothing. And
Okay.
then also, like, I feel like the financial part, obviously, like, not a lot of people can. The way content creators make money, especially now in this 2025 we're in, is really is really great, to be honest, because some people make they make some people's month salary or more in like one post.
One post.
Yeah,
Wow. Wow.
yeah. So there is so much money in it. There's so much money.
So money is part of the motivation, yeah?
What? Yeah, for me, that was one of my major motivations
Wow.
because at that time of like being 13, 14, and like I know that these people are getting paid from this
From this
thing.
thing.
So why not hop on it?
Wow. I think I should drop my account number with you
No, you
while I
should
while I
you
leave.
should be this is just an encouragement to everybody that is thinking like, oh, what's even the point in doing content creation? The point is the money
There is money, yeah.
and the
And
endorsements.
I'm glad you are honest about it. I mean,
Yeah.
other content creator will tell you that no, it's stressful. We don't get to make money. I mean, they paint it otherwise. But I'm glad you're actually
I mean,
honest
if you
about
can
it.
work your way to the top, there's no
There is.
saying how much money you will actually get into.
Okay, so the sweet part is the money that you make along the line. Okay,
Yeah.
that's actually very great, and I'm glad you shared that. All right, so I'm just gonna ask you a few questions just so we could know you better.
Yeah.
Um, Probably someone watching you, could get to know you like deeper, deeper, deeper. So it's gonna be like some funny question.
Cool.
It's not gonna be embarrassing, but just tell it however you can.
Cool.
All right.
Okay.
Moimo, do you like corporate or casual dress? Which one would you choose?
That's like a funny question. Have you ever seen me wearing corporate?
We never can tell. There are some corporate guys, dress in tie, suit, everything. And they be like, I wish I'm wearing casual. I mean,
For me, you can mostly find me wearing like a top and shorts. That's like my uniform.
it's so funny you say it's like a uniform. As I literally like
Yeah.
to wear it all the
I
time.
wear it like all the time
Top and shorts.
in different colors, and
Except when you're going to class, right?
I don't go to class anymore. You're asking me students
Okay, like
questions.
back then.
Oh yeah, then you have to dress
Just
somewhat
wondering.
decent to
Okay,
class.
okay. All right, great. Um, Egusi or Efo, you
Neither.
neither. Do you
Hmm.
eat swallow at all?
I do, but I have so many Igbo friends. You know, I have my friend Ada that is Igbo, so she actually introduced me to a lot of Igbo soups. So
So
it
you
got to a
abandon
point where I
Yoruba
felt
soup.
like Yoruba soups were boring
But egusi and vegetables, Igbo takes it to
compared to like
edikaiko,
edikaiko,
finsala.
fisherman
Oh
soup.
my goodness.
You know, some really
Wow.
banga soup. Some there's a
Can,
lot of nice
can you make
soups.
them?
I can make white soup,
You can make white soup. Wow.
but it's so stressful.
Wow. I mean, if you can make that, come on. What are the
Exactly. There's
others?
no soup. I don't think there's any soup that I technically can't make.
Wow.
But if I had the instructions, I would make it.
You just make it. Okay. That's nice. I mean, I'm impressed. White soup, because I love white soup a lot.
Really.
Yeah, I do.
But so it's a very stressful meal.
Yeah, I heard you have to like ground yam first,
Yeah.
and that's stressful. We as guys, we don't want to know the stories. We just want to have the
Okay, that's
food.
what it is. Me
Not
too.
all guys do, but most guys. Someone like me, I don't enjoy cooking. All right, Uber or Danfo? Obvious question.
Uber.
Uber, of course. Okay. TikTok or Instagram?
Hmm. I mean, Instagram is where I blew up. But in terms of like the algorithm now, I feel like TikTok is kind of favoring more.
Okay, but when it comes to consuming content
Mm.
yourself, where would you rather
Like
consume
I grew
content?
up on TikTok. Sorry, I grew up on Instagram.
Yeah, but let's say you are bored, you want to like see content or have fun. Which app would you rather open?
I would use Instagram.
Instagram. Okay. iPhone, Android.
I last time I used an Android, I was 16.
Anyway, I stick to Android. For me, I'm Android guy.
No wonder you're asking that question.
All right. Picture or video when it comes to like
Hmm.
making something for yourself.
Um, I feel like videos because videos capture personality, aura,
Hmm.
and all that. Pictures are very still.
Okay. Light skin guy or dark skin.
Dark skinned.
Okay. Single or
I'm single.
relationship. Single. Open, right? Are you open?
Open towards.
Like s- to relationship.
Sure. If the
All
right
right, guys.
person.
Muimu is single and she's open.
If the right person.
So if you think you're the right person,
No, it's not about. No, it's if I think you are the
is the
right
right
person. It's not about
person.
what you think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shawarma or pizza?
I don't really eat junk food.
Oh, really? Wow.
But I'll just say pizza.
Take pizza. Shawarma for me anyway. Hanging out with friends or Netflix and chills?
Maybe and chill with who? Myself.
No, friends. Like, let's say you want to hang out with people.
And you just said hanging out or
Like, would you rather do it outside or if you have an option of Netflix and chills with guys, which one would you
yeah, I'd
prefer?
rather go out and do something fun and engaging.
Fun. So you are not like inside.
If I'm inside, I'm on my own, I'm alone. I can Netflix and chill on my own.
Like, let's say, okay, let's say you really want to like have fun with friends, right? Friends around, you want to have fun, and you're like, okay, let's Netflix and chills at home, or let's hang out. Like, which one would you rather choose?
That's what I'm saying. I would rather go out and do
Go out
something.
and do something. But if it's only you, prefer to Netflix and chill at home.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Full time job or business, content creation.
Remote job that pays in dollars.
That was
To be
pretty
precise.
specific.
Yes. I'm just putting it out there in case.
We go natural hair.
I feel like does the braids and all this type of hairs count as natural hair?
Wig actually, because they use an extension, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's not a wig.
All right. Is there any big gig you are actually looking forward to like this, or one big step you are looking forward to on your brand?
For me, I feel like the show that I started, karaoke, I
Okay.
feel like it has endless possibilities
Wow.
because literally anybody could be on it. Anybody. So I'm really excited to see how it goes like moving forward.
All right, guys. Search MOYMO on YouTube, follow and subscribe. So that you don't miss on the what's the show about? Can you just brief us?
Okay, so karaoke is basically is it's a play of words on carpool karaoke,
Okay.
right? So you basically like, go for a drive, have fun, like vibe to music. Then we play some games. I ask them like just like this, interview questions.
Yeah.
So it's just like a very light video, nothing really too crazy.
All right. I love that you said it has a lot of potential. So
Yeah.
that's really great. Thank you so much, Wimo, for being on this platform. I'm actually really glad. I mean, with these few questions, we get to even know you more, like like personal stuffs, and we're glad you actually shared that. So, guys, thank you so much for catching us on this. If you are coming here for the first time, remember to subscribe and like. And of course, if you are a returning subscriber, remember to share the video. So, Mui, if people want to reach out to you for gigs like brand and how do they reach out to you?
Yeah, I have a work email in my bio on Instagram and on TikTok as well.
On TikTok, so they can send you mail to book you for makeup, modeling
Yeah.
gigs, and
No, you can't book me for makeup, oh.
so you're not
But
yeah,
you can book me for every other thing.
every other thing other than makeup.
Yeah, I don't. If I were to charge people to do their makeup. I don't think I'll be very affordable.
What you say right now, you are not bragging. To be honest, you're just being honest with how skillful you think you are. And I'm glad
Aside
you said
from
that with
that, like
confidence.
the way I value my time, I don't think anybody can, because you're looking at 2 hours minimum for a makeup look. So
And there are bigger things you can do in that 2 hours for a lot of money, especially your clients that you charge in dollars.
dollars. I don't charge in dollars. I think it's weird to be in Nigeria and be charging in
I'm charging
dollars.
in dollars. All right. But you want a remote job where that pays in
Yeah, a
dollars.
remote part-time job that pays in
In
dollars.
dollars.
Yeah.
That's specific. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Follow MOYMO on Instagram, TikTok, and then other platform, and catch on with our show
Thank
where
you.
she talks to people. They have fun games and karaoke.
Yeah, check out our video with Soft and Captoni. It's a
Fantastic.
vibe.
All right, guys. Just say bye to many people watching.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you.